Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering. Off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler review series videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. It's hot as balls today. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering around about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I am inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, though? Happens to be my Killer's Confession shirt. One of a few that I have. I really like this one. It always gets a really good reaction from people. But what is a Killer's Confession, otherwise known as AKC? They are a band. They are most often probably associated with the band Mushroomhead, because the lead singer, main creative force, had previously been one of the lead singers of the band Mushroomhead. When his tenure with Mushroomhead, ended, he went over there and started up AKC. Subsequently, there's been even more association with Mushroomhead over the years, as a number of previous Mushroomhead members have gone over there and worked with him, or even actively in the band at this point. But it does really beg mentioning that their own legacy is very much aside from Mushroomhead. They're very much their own band, and they're really good. I've been fortunate enough to see them perform live on a number of occasions. I actually have a bunch of videos of their performances that I've attended. Those videos are on my channel in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to point you in the right direction as far as their music is concerned, because I just think they're awesome. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why is it hot as balls, even though we're getting close to the tail end of September, and it's like almost 90 degrees out today. Ugh. Normally, I wouldn't have even gone out today because it's hot and balmy and I don't want to deal with that, but happens to be, well, probably the happiest day of the year. That's because, folks, it is, boom, National Cheeseburger Day. So yeah, time I'm doing this, we've got National Cheeseburger Day going on. In previous years, I've, done reviews for like the 50-cent cheeseburgers that McDonald's would do, or Wendy's, or what have you. This time around, though, because lots of places are doing deals, I decided to hit up Buffalo Wild Wings and get myself one of their cheeseburgers. But not just one of their cheeseburgers. Boom! Because they had a buy one, get one free deal on their cheeseburgers. You do have to be a rewards member, though. So you have to do it online, you have to do it that way and everything. But, yeah, cheeseburgers. So, I've reviewed plenty of stuff from Buffalo Wild Wings. I actually have an entire playlist for Buffalo Wild Wings reviews. This review is going to end up on there. It's also going to end up on my Burgers for Days playlist, which is a playlist for just burgers. Okie doke. Let's get a thing for the thing. And I think it was like a little over $13 for the burger. And again, buy one, get one free. So, I mean, it's not a bad looking cheese. Let's see what you want. Now we'll just... Let's give it a go. I've certainly reviewed some of their burgers in the past, but I've never just gotten one of their normal cheeseburgers. Very cool. Credit where it's due, it's not a bad pickle. If you watch my channel, probably already know I'm not a big pickle person. But I'm not inherently against them. I just use them where they feel appropriate. And a lot of times, especially fast food burgers, I feel like they just overwhelm whatever else is going on. In this case, though, you've got a decent-sized double smash burger here. So, the pickle isn't trying to overwhelm the flavor. It's, doing what it needs to within it. Kind of opens it up a little bit. And they're actually using some good pickles. Like, that had a proper crunch to it. The flavor was decent. So, I'm not even going to be mad at the pickles. As for the burger itself, it's solid. Credit where it's due. Obviously, Buffalo Wild Wings is known mostly for their wings, but their other menu items are genuinely pretty solid. And their burgers I've actually always seen as being something of a highlight of theirs. They're not going to be the best burgers you've ever had or anything, but there's certainly a marked improvement from what you're going to get from McDonald's or Burger King, something like that. They're probably more along the lines of maybe like a Culver's or like a Freddy's, something like that. A little bit more of a premium burger experience. Hell, even Sonic. These days, of course, they have the Smash Burger there. I do want to mention real quickly, I got myself a drink while I was there. I can confirm that they no longer carry, Buffalo Wild Wings had an exclusive Mountain Dew flavor called Mountain Dew Legend. It is officially not being carried anymore. I reviewed it a few times over its tenure with them, but I'd heard that it was going to be replaced a couple months ago, and yeah, sadly it's gone. I got some zero sugar Pepsi, which I've reviewed, by the way. Check out that review if you're interested. But yeah, honestly, this is a pretty tasty burger. It's nice, it's meaty, it's got, all the stuff that you would want from a burger on it. And the flavors are on point. Like, yeah, it's not going to be as good as a super proper burger, but again, definitely way above your average fast food. I think I'd probably still choose Culver's over this, but especially if you can get a deal on it, like, again, buy one, get one free, it's more than worth the, and mind you, when I say that it's, about $13, you're getting that plus their fries, albeit, the Buffalo Wild Wings fries aren't great, but that plus fries, $13. A few years ago, I would have laughed at that, but in the current economy, that's not bad at all. So, what you get for what you pay, it's not a bad experience. It's hitting the notes it's supposed to hit. It's meaty. It's cheesy. Yeah, I could have definitely chosen a better place to go over there and get a cheeseburger from on National Cheeseburger Day, but I could have chosen a lot worse too. So, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Honestly, sure and sure. Like, it wouldn't be my go-to if I wanted a good burger. Again, even if I'm talking within that realm of sort of elevated fast food, I'd definitely hit up Culver's before this. Hell, even Denny's. Denny's actually has some really good burgers. But if I'm thinking again in that realm, I'd probably choose this over, say, IHOP's options. IHOP has burgers that are pretty good. I've reviewed some of those. Or even, like I was saying before, Freddy's. I might choose this over Freddy's. It kind of depends. Freddy's is a little bit hit or miss for me. Again, it's not a bad burger. And, I've never been mad at the burgers that they put out at Buffalo Wild Wings. You can tell that they genuinely have, a certain level of quality to them. They're an elevated burger experience, but again, from working from normal fast food, So, I'm not going to go over there and give it full praise, but it's doing a damn fine job of being a tasty burger. Now, if I'm recommending it, sure. Honestly, I think that I would imagine at this point, plenty of people who are familiar with Buffalo Wild Wings probably know that they have burgers. But for anybody who might not, or, know but have never tried them, their burgers are genuinely pretty good. And I'm saying this as somebody who's eaten a lot of burgers in my day. Yeah, you can definitely do better, but you can do way, way worse. They're smash-style burgers, got a good amount of meat on them. They're meaty, they're cheesy, they're flavorful. Yeah, I mean, if you've got a preferred burger spot, No reason to change that up for these, but at the same time, not a bad option. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there, have yourselves a truly buy one, get one, National Cheeseburger Day-tastic rest of your life. There we go. I got there eventually. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what do you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. When we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there, whenever possible, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what's your favorite place to grab a cheeseburger? You know, it could be any place. Like, and the thing is, yeah, I might crap on, McDonald's a little bit or what have you, but like the reality is, still decent enough food for what it is. Although, not for what it costs these days. I'm definitely not going to look down on somebody's burger choices, You do you, whatever makes the most sense for you. So, let me know your thoughts. Bye.